share
Yeah,
my
I felt like I just
screen.
was autopiloting those games.
Yeah, yeah. Those are good. Those are good because there's some like clear habit. So I'll just go over the first game that you sent, which I believe is the Nami game. Okay, so from this hand, Mulligan is great because against Nami, your most important card is the 6 cost Rosi and the 7 cost Saka, and you have none of it. So after Mulligan, it got better. So obviously you're gonna pick the Saka. Yeah, that's fine. Got another one, not bad. So here, this is the first turn that I want to talk about. So here, if you swing 7 and they want to counter the 7, their hand size would go down to 3, which is really bad for them. So they don't want to do that. They want to take the first hit if you swing 7. So 7 and 8 here actually does not make a difference, but the advantage of going 7 here is that you're gonna have 1 down up, and let's say they play a 4 cost character and then swing 6k, you're gonna have the I Love You event to like give as 2k counter. What that achieve is that, well, you don't lose the life obviously, but they also do not get the draw. So it's like you got an extra attack just by countering the 6k. So swinging 7 here is more aggressive than swinging 8 here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then here, yeah, search first. That's good. Okay, no choice. Um, just small thing, cause I think this happened in the Teach game as well. That is, you want to lead the ability first to play around Black Vortex. I mean, Nami does not run Black Vortex, but it's technically in the card pool, and like you lose nothing by leader ability first. So just get the good habit of leader ability first.
Okay.
Because against Teach, I don't think you played around Black Vortex once. It's like it's happening every turn. If they triggered Black Vortex on any of the turn, you've been like you would lost immediately.
Gotcha.
So yeah, playing 6 cost is good. Block 1k is good. And then here is probably another Rosie. Okay, play the search. Yeah. Okay. So here you are at 7 Dawn, right? And
Mhm.
against Nami, you want to get rid of every single one of their big characters. So let's say they play Robin, they play a 8 cost, you're gonna kill them. Because if you don't kill them, then they will have a character on board. And once you let them have a character on board, they could just playing bullshit card like Gaudino and Borsa. And then they will take away your resources using the big character that survived. And then the game would just swing into Nami's favor. Because that character is taking your life every single turn. So you don't want them to have any big character alive. And to achieve that, you're gonna need a Mamaragan or Gum Gum Lightning. But in this hand, you have none of it. So what you should do here is you should stage effect to dig for your Mamaragan or Gum Gum Lightning. So I will stage here. And I'll think about if I want to like play the second stage or not after the draw. But you should always stage here. Because even if you stage, you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 Dawn. After you stage, you're still at 8 Dawn, which means you can still play Saka and then still Saka effect. So 8 Dawn, 9 Dawn, same thing. We should stage to take for extra card.
Okay.
So here you're lucky because they did not have any big drop. That's really good for you. And so you have less pressure this turn. And there's actually nothing that you want to remove on their board. Like these are like whatever characters. It's gonna die. You touch them, they're gonna die. So in this position, I'm gonna play the stage first.
Okay.
By playing the stage, you might find a 6-cost Rosie. You might find a Rosie searcher that will lead you to your 6-cost Rosie. Or you might find a Rosie searcher that will lead you to a 4-cost law, which will enable the Borsa plus law play. There's a lot of stuff that can happen when you just go for the search first. And the search doesn't actually cost you anything because even if you got nothing from the search, you fail your search, like you can still play the Saka and then Saka effect and then swing 7-8. So playing the search here is just really good for you. And even if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hurt you, so it's free. And it has a chance to massively improve your turn. Like let's say for example got a um you got a 6-cost Rosie. What you're gonna do is you're gonna reduce the Dawn, play the Rosie, ramp one back, and then you play the Bossa. So you're gonna play Rosie Rosa. That's extremely good.
So on that, my thought process was that since I'm going to, I titled it on Osaka, but I wanted to dig for the mama, so I was going to double stage to filter twice.
That also work. That also work. Oh, if you're gonna
So that's why, yeah.
double stage, Mimo is also fine. Like Saka is also fine because you have a second one in hand. So Saka is also a fine play because Saka is like the bigger character. Like it's an AK at least. It's not as good as Rosie, but it's a character that's AK. So playing Saka is totally fine.
But the
So let's say you
Rosie
want to.
Borsa play was better.
No, the Bossa play is not better. The play that is better is the play that involved the 6-cost Rosie. So the
Oh, I
stage
meant,
might find you into the Rosie, and you just happen to be able to play the Bossa along the way. So that's like cherry on top, but you want to play the Rosie. And if you're gonna if you're gonna like if you want maximum chance on getting the mama here and you want to double stage, playing Sakatsuki is here is also fine. It's also a fine play. So you're gonna reduce the Nami and then not hit into it. Because the Nami has an on KO effect that she could just bring back another 6k character. So it's like you didn't clear the Nami. But if you just reduce the Nami and then leave it there, it's gonna be 0 attack for the next turn. So on the next turn, you're gonna take 1 less attack. Now, in here, I don't know what they're doing. They just take their own life for
yeah,
absolutely no reason and then kill your Rosie
yeah.
Searcher. So, you get rewarded here, but normally you don't want to kill the Nami. Because let's say they play maybe another Nami, maybe a Perona, and that will stun your stuff. Like maybe there's a lot of bad thing that could happen of that.
So I recall in one of your videos on the Nami matchup, you said like, don't let them keep bored. So is the exception Nami then?
Uh, yes, not letting them keep bored is your target there, but killing the Nami does not achieve the target that you have. Because they can just play another Nami from hand. They could just play another Bossa from hand. So there will still be a 6k character on board after that. So yeah, don't kill the Nami.
So
Unless they have a
what?
life that is flipped over, then you can kill the Nami, because the Nami require them to
Okay,
flip over the life. So say for example, they play the Akos Moria, kill one life that is faced up, then you can kill the Nami.
okay. So right there, I had 2 life, and then they had 3 life. So I thought that the Borsa would be a bad card that to play off of.
It's still a good
But
card
yeah,
for them to play, because it's a 6k character for free, compared to just letting the Nami die. Playing 6k for free from
gotcha.
hand is good, even if it's a vanilla.
So you would have just reduced and left it.
Yeah,
Okay.
reduce and left it, and then swing the rest to face.
Gotcha.
So double stage is good here. Unfortunately, didn't get the event. We're gonna need a Gum Gum Lightning here right about now, but we don't have it. So this turn it got difficult. Now obviously we could go Saka and then stage and gamble that we draw the lightning, but
I don't think I've played lightning.
we could look if
Uh,
yeah.
I think I only play one lightning or maybe none, no lightning in
Oh,
this list. I've been trying without lightning.
okay. If it's no lightning, then there's actually no reason for you to do the Saka first, which is I believe what you did. So here, what you want to do,
Okay.
since you have no lightning, you're gonna swing. You're gonna swing one of the Rosi first. I mean, I would check the trash. I believe they have a Marco in trash. So this is gonna jump a Marco or something for sure. If they jump the Herona, then you're lucky. So I guess we can swing the Saka first. I mean, we're just gonna swing one of the AK first, and then bait them into resting the new gate, because that could always happen. Like sometimes they just wanna block. But if you reduce it first, they know that if they block, they would lose the new gate, and then they might not wanna block. I mean, against experienced player, even if they can block, they will not block. But you never know if your opponent is good, and sometimes they just do stupid things. So you want to swing first, because them blocking is good for you. It's not like it's not like you don't want them to block.
Okay, gotcha.
You need to give them a chance for them to misplay. Okay, so here, um, you actually want to play the Kobe here, because the Kobe can hit something nice, and that would be the 6 cost Rosi Law, because you have the Rush Law already. So if you go Rush Law into Rosi Law, you're gonna heal alive, get a 7k swing, like extra 7k swing, and then you have the 8k blocker. So that's like your best play right now, because now you want to heal every turn. The Borsa is a bit weak, because it's just not pushing, and it's not a character that can leave for the next turn. So you still want some pressure at this point of the game. So your best play next turn is you're gonna, let's say you swing 7 live, reduce the Dawn, play the Law for 6 cost, swing another 7, and then you uh, turn the female Law into the 6 cost Rosie Law. That would be your best play. And then that will leave you with 5 AK attacks, which is really scary for the Nami. So you should go for the Kobe search here. I don't think you did the Kobe search. Yeah, okay. The Kobe search here is absolutely free. You don't even have a counter event in hand, so you should search at
Gotcha.
least one time. Hmm. So they're not blocking with the Bossa, which is quite smart. They know you have the Saka threat. Then... Oh, you killed the Bossa? Okay. The problem with killing the Bossa here is that now they know they can block with the new gate, because there's no reduced threat anymore. So they're gonna free block with the new. Okay, they're gonna free block this with the new gate. You shouldn't swing. Yeah, they're gonna block anyway. So
That's true.
what I would have done here is I would count the amount of counter that we have right now, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9k counter with 9k counter. So if we had 9k counter, what are we gonna do? I would go for the second go research and then try and look for the 6 cost Rosie Law, because if we get that, we're chilling. And then if everything fails, I would just play Saka. And then probably did the same play that you did. I would swing here, And then, yeah, just leave it standing.
Okay.
Oh, so you do have the 6 cost Rosi. Yeah, it could have been a Rosi. Also, uh, when did we use the Mamaragan?
The
Here?
Borsa.
Oh no. Because since you're running DD, right? Well, we don't have the DD now, but since you're running DD, there's always the possibility that we go DD Mamaragan into the new gate, and that's gonna win you the game on the spot. Because let's say you go DD Mamaragan on the new gate, and then you Sakai effect, and then you play the Borsa, that's gonna win you the game. Because they have no real character that is threatening you. So you want to hold on to at least one Mamaragan. So here, instead of giving the Mamaragan as counter, I think I'm gonna give something else. Like, especially when you know that you have DD Mamaragan already. So I'm gonna either give the Kobe or the female, or probably the Kobe.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I thought did that.
Yeah, Mamaragan DD would have been very nice here, and that would probably win you the game. Would have another one? Haha, too bad. But I think DD Mamaragan will still win you the game here, because there's only one hit that is like you cannot counter. So yeah, from this point on, the game is just it doesn't matter anymore. Could have killed? Could have. Oh, oh, they do have all the blockers. But we can play for one more turn. Yeah, it's fine. You win anyway. Okay, so blue-green Luffy. This is definitely a mulligan. Okay, so Kobe search. We're gonna get the Rosi searcher because it's a body and you can find you the focus law. Okay, swing 5 here is good. Like, it's really good play from you, because it gave them a chance to misplay. This Mr. One right there will require them to have at least 5 hand in order to attack. So if they counter this first swing, and they develop next turn, and then like you take some time to attack into the character, eventually they're gonna have less than 5 hand, or they cannot swing with the character. Because once they swing, he cannot defend them without going like below 5 hands. So they have to take this. Uh, they have to take the first swing. By going 5k here, you give your opponent a chance to misplay by giving 1k counter. So that's a good play right here. Even though you could go bigger, you go 5. So from here, I would probably take the 6k like you did, because you want to hold on to the Mamaragan for there to clear this stuff,
Yeah.
and you don't want to give the focus law. So it's a good play here to take. So start with the 6k, that's good. Go with another 6k, they counter.
Quick question, Orthic. So I remember in the that one video you said always take the first 6k because you want to defend all the other ones. What if they just only swung 5k?
Well, then you're gonna
That's just
defend the first one, and then take the next one when your hand size got too low. But usually 5k would not happen, because once they put down on these 2 cost character, it's just gonna be 6k. But if your hand size got too low, just take the 5k. It's okay. But normally they cannot control themselves to swing 5k because you see these characters are 6, the Bucky are 6, and the only 5k they can go is like the leader swing. So there's not a lot of them. Countering is good. Yeah. I mean, 2k here is debatable, but okay, here, do they have any more swing? Free block here is good. And here, you need to think about what you want to do on the next turn. So ideally, what you should do next turn is you either play the Rosi Law or you play the Saga, and you have none of them in hand. So in this position, it's always better to take, because by taking, you increase the chance of you doing the stuff you want to do on the next turn in 6 cost Rosi or 7 cost Saga. Or even if you got none of it, there is a play in your hand for your next turn already. That is the 5 cost Borsa, and then leader ability, and then Rip Law to rip the hand. So in that exchange, you're gonna gain the card from the life, you're gonna heal back the life, and you'll take 2 cards from them, and then you have 2 attackers on the board. So you have a total of 4 attacker after that play. So this is like the second best play that you can do on your next turn. So you always take the 5k here, because there may not be another swing. They might want to keep everything alive so that the restant event is active. Not that they would do it next turn, but they could.
I think I tunneled on. I think it's just probably like a one-off. Like you said, just like if it's in this matchup, if it's one card to guard, then I should guard. Or no, maybe that's probably the Nami matchup, right? Not this one.
For this one, it's also quite true. If one card to guard, you usually want to guard. But in this case, hitting your curve will generate you value more than one card value. Because let's say let's compare your bad play to your good play. Your good play is gonna be Saka Mamaragan, killing one of these stuff, and then you have the Dawn Restander for the rest of your game. So you can freely play all these cards that are -2 Dawn for the rest of your game. Because when you don't have the Saka on board, you cannot play these without going too low on Dawn. So you need to have at least one Saka on board, so you can play this crazy removal against this blue green Luffy deck. So Saka is extremely good, and that will generate you more than like the one life value. Because the reason why you want to defend your life, that you can defend with one card, is because you don't want to force yourself into defending attack that are 7k or more. But in this position, it's actually not that important, because they do not have any character that can hit for 7k or more. So here, taking the attack is actually okay here, because the benefit of taking and the benefit of hitting your curve is way bigger than like the 1k counter that you lost.
Okay, got it.
So here on 7 Dawn turn, swinging 7 is okay, but then what's your plan after swinging 7? So, I think you could swing bigger. Like all you're gonna play this turn is just the rip law, right? You wanna rip their hand.
Yeah.
So if you swing 7, there's a world that they just block 2k because you have nothing that can swing anyway. So you wanna swing at least 8k to force them into a position where they have to give up 2 cards. Like no matter what, they will give up 2 cards. Like if they take and then they got rip law, their hand will be 5 cards and they lose a life. So 8k is good enough, because even if they block and then 2k 1k, their hand size is 4 card, then it's good for you again. But 7k, it could massively backfire if they go block 2k, and you have no way to punish them back. You don't have a second character that can hit into it. So yeah, should go bigger, because even if you go A, you can still play the Riplo without the leader effect. Or why did we leader effect here? Oh no. Yeah, there's no point. Just hard play it. Throw down.
Yeah, because I didn't. I see. Yeah, I definitely was like, oh, okay, I wasted 3 dawns.
They swing
I
5.
was debating on using lightning there, but I would go too low in dawn, so that would be bad.
Yeah, that would be bad. Hmm. Here they swing 5k. I think you could probably use the first Mamaragan here. Because again, you don't have anything good to play for your next turn. And there might not be another 5k coming in at you after this. So on the first 5k, I would just Mamaragan. Because the reason why you want to hold on to the event is because you want to clear that board to play around the restand event. But here, the hand size and life are pretty low already. So you probably don't need 3 turns of removal to kill them. You could only, like, 2 of them is probably enough, so you can give 1 of them. You need to, like, picture, like, in how long would the game end and how many of these do you actually need. So you can Mamaragan here to see an extra card. And also save the 2k, because you only run, like, 7, 8 of them.
Yeah, I tunneled too hard on your on rules, so it's probably like. Because I
Yeah.
remember in the one matchup, you're like, I would never use Mamaragan to counter in this matchup.
Yeah, that is usually true. Yeah, I see you're
Yeah.
a good learner.
No, but but I know that like there's no absolute in here, so
Yeah.
I see.
So on here, this is really good for you because they did not develop anything and they just rest the entire board for nothing, so you can swing back at it. So it's really good for you this turn. Going 3 into 2 is okay. And then they actually countered, which is crazy for them. They should have just let it go. So in this position, now the Mr. One required them to have 5 cards in order for them to get the attack. So if you just swing 8 into the croc, they have to let the croc go. Because if they don't let the croc go, they go 2k, 1k. The hand is gonna be only 4 cards after the draw. So this is not an attacker anymore. So here, going 8k into the croc is probably correct. Because even if they counter for the croc, they have 1, 2, 3 attack, they are never killing you. You have the double blocker. And then on the crackback, you could just go Borsa, Lightning the next turn, and so they could like never kill you the next turn again. So this is probably extremely winning position for you if you just swing 8 into the croc. Because
So the lightning was bad there.
yeah, it was bad because you want to save it. You don't need to use it. Lightning is good because it can clear standing character, meaning they cannot play the restand event by leaving everything standing because you can kill standing characters. But when the character are rested, I would much rather just use the Dawn to hit into them. Because then you can save
Gotcha.
this in hand. And you also like you just have an extra card in hand. And that's nice. Extra cards are nice. So they're gonna redevelop. They swing 5. Again, let's use Mamaragan. No, okay, no. Okay. It's probably Borsa and Prey. Yeah, we're gonna get the I love you and then Borsa stage. You're probably fine here. Yeah, we're fine here. And then on the teach game, let's see. Okay, so against teach, the hardest thing for you to get is first of all you need your curve, and second of all you need Mamaragan. This hand has none of it, so it's a mulligan. That's better. That's a lot better. Okay, so on this turn, what I would do is I would lead the ability first, return the active Dawn, and then swing 6. Because let's say you swing 7 first, they take, they trigger Black Vortex, nullify your leader ability. Now your board has nothing, and it's extremely bad for you. So even though by playing around the Black Vortex, you're only swinging 6 instead of 7, I think it's better. Because when you swing 6, even if they like 2k it, it's still okay. Because Teach is a deck that's almost always gonna counter everything with one card. So for every card, they could counter one attack most of the time. Because they can just use one card to redirect like stuff to whatever. So 6k, 7k, doesn't matter that much, it's fine. And they will just take anyway. So they are not hitting you for some reason, but we're not gonna discuss how to teach play. So here again, if they trigger Black Vortex right about now, you would lose on the spot because you cannot play Rosi Law anymore. So what I would do here is I would reduce an active Dawn and then swing 7 with the Law. And then maybe swing 6 with Leader. I mean, yeah, just swing 6, it's fine. Swing 6, 7. Because I don't think the Teach mind taking the damage that much. Okay, they're gonna have that on live. Swing the 8 first, which is probably correct. Force them to take. And then here, no matter how big you swing, it's always gonna be a redirect. So it does not matter. 5k, 8k, I mean 8k matters, but anything like below 7k does not matter. So 5k, 6k, 7k is just gonna be a redirect. So there's no point in spending the Dawn for 7k. It will just redirect into the 8k. Right.
I was hoping that they would take
Wait,
second for blow.
wait. Why don't we search first?
Yeah.
Okay, because by searching, okay, what do we want to do in this matchup? We're gonna kill the 10k characters. So next turn, when we play the 8 cost Teach, we want to kill it with Saka Mamaragan. But currently, in our hand, there's none of it. So you must play the stage to look for the Saka, and then use the stage effect to look for the Mamaragan or the Lightning. That's what you should do here. And by playing the stage, there's also a chance that you would draw the 8 cost Rosi Law. Because in this matchup, this 4 cost 6k Law is gonna die very easily because even with just the 6 cost, he can hit into the 6k and ask you for 2 cards. And you can't really use 2 cards to counter for everything. So this 6k is gonna die easily, but the 8k characters is what you would use to attack most of the time. So you want to be playing a 8k character here, be it the Saka or the Rosi Law, but usually not the Saka unless you have like a bunch of them, like you have 3 of them in hand, then you can use Saka. Usually you want to play Rosi Law here.
Okay. So for on the 8 Dawn, the priority, the best is Rosie Law. And then after Rosie Law, would it be double develop or would it be Saka?
Uh, it's almost never the Saka because you want to save one Saka for the turn they play Teach, and then another Saka for the turn they play the 10 cost teach. So you're gonna need at least 2 Saka, maybe 3 Saka, like later in the game. So unless you have absolutely nothing else to play, or you have all 4 Saka in your hand, it's almost always the Rosi law. So you should search first, because nothing bad is going to happen if you search. Because even if you search, your play of double develop is still there, because it only costs 6 stone. So searching is free here. You should search first to look for a better play. Swinging 7 against Teach is just not that impressive. I mean, they have to redirect here, so yeah. 5, 6, 7, same thing. You need to notice when they use the leader ability or not, because if they have not used the leader ability, whatever attack, if it's not bigger than their biggest character, it's just asking for 1 card. It's the same. So not playing the stage here is pretty bad. And then they actually hit into your 4 cost. That's kind of crazy. You should take here. I mean, you should counter here and then take the next one if they do swing into it. Okay, they stopped. Okay, they know the game. They know the game. Okay, here, what's gonna happen is if you use leader effect, they will swing this into it, and then you're gonna lose your character or you lose card, which is what they want to see. So well played by opponent. So yeah, countering here is correct. Okay, got the Saka, but we don't have the Mamaragan, so we're gonna stage for the Mamaragan first. Didn't draw it, it's fine. Bro, I love you, good play. Then we have to push here, we have no choice. But in terms of pushing,
Right there. I'll tell you after.
um, let's say you play the Rosi for 4 Dawn, and then you're gonna have 6 Dawn left to put on your idea. So you're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you could go all 7 here. So this is okay. But something you should consider when you cannot go all 7. Let's say you can only go 7, 7, 7, 6. Then it's actually better for you to put 3 down on this searcher so that it could also attack to ask for 1 more card. Because when you go all 7, you will ask for an extra card because you're swinging 7 and they have to counter 1 of the 7. But if you're going 7, 7, 7, 6, they would take, redirect, counter the 6. So all you ask for is like 1 card. But then if you put the Dawn on the searcher, then you ask for an extra card compared to like the 7/7.
There, was thinking like that mistake was the first swing because he only had 5 cards in hand. But I've sung Rosie Law into the Burgess because that would call for 2 cards or a redirect. And if you redirect, then I would Saka the Burgess and then clear it.
I mean, if you suck at the Burgess, it's dying no matter what, though.
Yeah, that's true. So would you swung AK at the Burgess there, or would you just hit
Uh,
life?
the Burgess is at 6 AK,
6K.
only 6K, yeah. So if the Burgess is 6K, yeah, I think it's probably the best to open with your Rosie Law. Because if they counter with 2 cards, that's extremely good for you. If they redirect, that's some information, and they would always redirect anyway. So I guess 8 into Burgess is always gonna be your best play. So if it redirect, meaning the Burgess does not die, then you can think about stuff. mm, going okay. So for Teach is the leader that does not get extra cards, except like when they trigger draw two from life. So when they throw away two cards for attack, it's extremely good for you. So whenever you ask for two cards, they cannot counter because for Teach, each card is gonna counter one attack for them because of their leader ability. So if they give two cards, uh, it's fine for you. So they cannot give two cards. So 8 into 6 here is gonna force them into some bad play here. But if you swing life, they're just always gonna take. And they could get some good triggers as well.
Yeah, I realized that right after. I was like, oh, that was
Yeah.
a mistake.
And then this is probably still okay though. Because so uh the Burgess is gonna become bigger like in a bit of time. And if you just kill it right now, they will have one less threat on the board immediately. And by playing the Saka, you will remove one of their characters, meaning they have one less character to hit into your board next turn. Because when you look at your board, it's extremely small. So let's say they just play the 10 cost. What is swing gonna be? Let's say this becomes 7k. And then they're gonna swing 5, 7, 8, 10. So with the hand that you have, you could probably counter the 5 and the 6. That probably counter the 5. 7 is gonna kill the law. And then you counter the 8 here. He'll swing 8 into 6, you counter the 8. And then only this is gonna kill characters. So after the next turn, you still have these two characters and the Saka you just played. I mean, and the Rosi you just played. But if you play the Saka, you remove this. Next turn, their attack is gonna be only 5k, 8k, 10k. And you can actually counter the 5k and the 8k. Like you can counter all of it if you just Saka kill the Burgess. And it's good for your future turn as well, because you just want to remove everything. So in this position, you missed the Saka on the Teach already. So you're in a bad position already. So you're gonna need some really good turns in order for you to gain back your momentum. So if you just play the Rosie Law here and push, they are gonna have characters on board. And when they have characters on board, then they can go for some more defensive play. Like they could like not go for the 10 cost Teach. They would instead maybe play double Borsa, maybe Borsa Burgess, stuff like that. And when they play like that, because they have enough attackers already, so they could go more defensive, it's gonna be bad for you. So from this turn on, you wanna be playing Saka each turn to get rid of one character each turn, so that they do not have enough character to pressure you, and they are forced into like some more aggressive play. So like playing the tank hostage.
Gotcha. Yeah, I tunneled on saving Sokka
You
until I
cannot.
got the
I
Mama.
mean, saving Saka in general is good when you're already ahead. So let's say you did not miss curve and you actually have an 8k Rosie instead of these two characters, then there is a consideration to just play your third Rosie. But since you're behind already, like these characters are not characters. It's gonna die the moment they touch it. So these are fake characters. Only the 8Ks are real. So you're behind already. And if you want to catch up, you need to play Saka each turn from now on. And so the way you catch up is you play Saka this turn, Saka effect, and then on the next turn, you're gonna draw into another Saka or search into another Saka because that's what it takes to win. And then you go Saka into Rosi Law, playing 2 AK at one turn. That's how you win. So here they would just counter out of everything this turn, and once they survive the next turn, like this turn is the turn where they have the least defense. So if they just survive this turn and then clear all of these, they're gonna win. So this turn, you're gonna kill them the next turn, like exactly the next turn. It's only gonna get worse after that. So you have to protect this. You have to protect your entire board. And then you push. No, letting this go is extremely bad because if you let this go, you cannot let this go right away. So what happens here is if you defend this character, you can see on their board, the swing they have left are 8k, 8k, 10k. So by countering this, you are actually absorbing an 8k swing. So that's extremely good for you. Like by using 1k counter, you turn off one of the 8k swings. So saving the law with 1k here is extremely good, even though it is the smallest character that you have. Because against Teach, the most important thing is you have multiple attacks. So they would try everything to get rid of your attackers, and you cannot just give it for you can't just give it for free.
Oh. So the mistake I made here was I forgot that my leader was nullified because I was
Oh.
planning on using leader effect there and then taking advantage of 2 life to
Yeah. That is
save 4.
actually that's actually good if you can lead the ability, but you cannot. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that dies. And then, okay, now we need to recover from the mistake. You need to protect this. Maybe you go add a few Borsa. So the way you win is you're gonna save as much because you need 4 attacks to win this game, right? So next turn they're gonna block 1, leader effect 1, take 1, and then the 4th attack is the attack that's gonna kill them. So you need 4 attackers here, which you have exactly 4. But even if you let one of them go, there's a chance that you top deck the female law and they do not have a 2k in hand. So yeah, in that case, you're gonna win. So you're gonna try and protect the 6k. Now, if you let both of them go, there's actually no way that you kill them right now. And your board would only get smaller. I mean, you don't even need the female law next turn, because... Okay, let's run it back again. Let's say they go 5k into the law, you counter, and then they go 8 into 6, you're gonna counter one of them. They go another 8 into 6, and then maybe you should just save the DD. Does that work? Because you might go DD Mamaragan on the teach. Does that work? No, you still don't have enough attack. So yeah, no, I guess it's pretty bad then. Can you have saved all of them?
I could have, but it would have burned my whole hand.
Burning whole hand is okay because you're you're dead if you don't kill him next turn. Like like pretty sure you're dead if you don't kill him next turn, because no matter what, like your 6k character is gonna be dead. At most you can leave 1 in here. But then like if they just survive and then they do whatever play that's gonna heal them, you have no way of killing them anymore. And they could always just like swing this 10k and you just cannot protect all of them. So yeah. Oh, you no. Okay. So let's just think about how we win here. So how we win here is situation one. They do not have any card with trigger in hand, so they cannot lead the ability. The chance is very low, but it could happen if the teach somehow forget how to play the game. So this is one possibility that you win. And in that case, you want to reduce the teach because since they don't have leader ability, they cannot redirect. Like let's say they take a card with no trigger as well. So they cannot redirect. So there's a chance that you're just gonna like two swing, kill the teach, and the game is maybe playable for you. And another situation is that you're gonna reduce the teach stage and then top deck the Gum Gum Lightning to kill the teach. But I believe you don't run them, maybe?
I
So
have one. I think I played it
one
once.
is good enough. One is good enough. There's chance. But like by reducing the A cost teach here, is there any scenario where you win this game? They're gonna let's say let's say they don't have a trigger, and then you actually kill the teach, maybe, which I don't think is happening. Okay, let's say they should free block, by the way. What? No, they should. If they have the trigger, they should just free block and then redirect. But anyway, they give you. Okay, that's the redirect, right?
Yeah, they redirect.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you did not kill the teach. Yeah, no shot, no shot. I think the most reliable way you win here is if you actually top deck the Gum Gum Lightning. I think that's the only way. And then even then, I think you just lose because like how the early game goes. So um okay, I see some trend already. So I think you remembered pretty well that like what you should be doing in most of the game, but what you don't really have in mind that what's your objective in the game. So I'll just go over like the relevant matchup again. So for UG Luffy, your objective is to prevent their restand events until you kill them. So uh by doing this, okay, so for UG Luffy, when they have a full board, they will restand event and kill you. Like almost always kill you. It's really hard to defend against 12 attacks. So by killing that board, like even the standing character with Mamaragan or the Gum Gum Lightning, you're gonna prevent them from using the restand event so they cannot kill you while you're gonna use that time to kill them. So if you can just calculate exactly how many turns you need to kill them, let's say you need 2 turns to kill them, you're gonna need 2 events that's gonna kill their stuff so that they cannot restand. So if you need 3 turns to kill them, you need 3, but I don't think it's gonna take that long. So yeah, that's what you should do. You need exactly enough Mamarakan or Gum Gum Lightning to play around the restand event and until you kill them. So and then against Teach, uh, your objective is to develop a K character and kill all their uh 10k plus character. if you can do that, you should be able to win, and that is your objective. So to achieve that, you're gonna need the Saka and the Mamaragan and the Lightning, and but you also need your like AK Rosi law and the promo law on curve, the blocker law on curve, because the blocker law is gonna give you one more attack, so that's gonna ask them for quite a bit of card until the 10 down turn. So the focus on curve is also important. Like when you go second and it's your forecast turn, you would just play any 5k character. You'll even play the 2k law. Because at that point of the game, until the 10 down turn, the law is gonna swing once on the 6 down turn, once on the 8 down turn, and then another once on the 10 down turn. So it's gonna get 3 swings for the cost of just 1 card. So playing the 5k on your 4 down is always good. And then against Mira, again, your objective is to uh the develop AK character while you don't want them to get the Rosi effect, while preventing Rosi effect. So what I mean by that is that you want to go either free dawn or free dawn lower than your opponent, so that they cannot like lead the ability end stage to -2 dawn and then get the effect. But usually you cannot go free dawn lower than your opponent. Like at that point of the game, you would like much rather just like rank with them so that you have the Saka online as well. I think I have it explained on the last coaching video, so you can watch it again if you forgot. And then in the NL matchup, your objective is to win the race. So by winning the race, you just need to calculate like how much card are you gaining or you're making them losing in each of your play, which is why the rip law is extremely good, because this is -2 for opponent, and then there's a board for you. And then since it is a 5k character, if the NL want to get rid of it, they're gonna need to spend card from the hand, or they need to spend attack on them. So it's like getting 3 cards worth of value for only 1 card. So whenever they have 7 hand, Rip Law is gonna be your best play, like almost always. And then for Borsa, same thing. So by healing the life, you're blocking 1 attack for free. Like you're like taking the life. So you block 1 attack for free, and then you gain 1 card, and then you also get a 6k character. So that's like 1 card value, another 1 card value, and another character, which is like 1 card value. So these are extremely good characters, and ideally you want to play 4 bossa in your game against NL, because you just want to win the race. And which is also why I don't think starving is the way to go against NL. Like I've talked about this multiple times, and I think they are really, really good player that is starving NL, but I really disagree. So because when you start the NL can punish you by they would just play a bunch of 6 cost NLs, and then they would only rest them when it's safe, or if you boss out you're dead. So then they would just play a bunch of 6 cost NL, and since you're not hitting them unless they're at like 6 cards, they're gonna eventually gather the pieces that could clear your board. So say for example, they're gonna have like Frankie, Gamma Knife, Elthor, and like Frankie, Gamma Knife, double Elthor. Like when they have that combo and they kill one of the Rosi Law for free, and then they have a blocker that does not go -10 for them on the board, and you're just gonna lose when you start. Like there's a certain play that NL can do play around your stuff to make you feel very bad. So I don't think starving is the way to go. But starving is good in a way that you're increasing the chance of the missing curve. So if that's like the way you want to go, I think starving is okay. But I actually think we can win a game fair and square if we just hit. So if like okay, starving is a strategy that people would often use when a matchup is so helpless that the only way you win is by opponent missing curve or not having the resources to defend the board. But I don't think the Rosi versus Endel matchup is that bad that you have to starve to win. So I think you can just hit. So okay, and Nami. So your objective against Nami is to kill all 8k plus characters. And once you achieve that, you can just win the race against the Nami. And the Nami cannot just stall the game indefinitely. Oh, and you need to develop a K character. And also, I don't think it will happen often, but when they have 7 hand, Riplo is extremely good. Because like Nami, it looks like they got a lot of hand, but when you reload them and then you like just hit into them, it's gonna force them into like very awkward position. So Riplo is extremely good because normally when you want to get 2 cards from Nami, you need to swing 7 2 times. Or you're gonna swing a 9 that they have to counter. It's really hard to get 2 cards from Nami, but Riplo just do that for free. And also, uh when they don't have leader ability, like meaning no, like the draw one ability on turn. So say for example, on the fourth on turn, there's absolutely no way. I mean there is. Uh uh the only play that would take life that they can do is the Zeus play. But I don't believe they would do that on fourth on turn, so let's forget about that. So on that turn, they're not gonna lead the ability, and if on that turn they cannot activate leader ability, you're gonna counter their hit. Because then they will lose the card draw that they could have got this turn. And by countering, you are denying them 1 card. So it's like you have 1 attack on them. You need to counter the attack. So that's all of the like your objective for the relevant matchup. You need to remember this objective instead of the specific play that we did. So say for example against blue green Luffy, we want to hold on to the Mamaragan because we want to prevent their resend event. But if you have enough Mamaragan to achieve that already, you can give the Mamaragan 4 counter because turns out having 1k counter that draws 1 is good. Yeah. So yeah,
Gotcha, yeah.
that's it
Playing
for